Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to be building a cottage core mushroom house that I've built before in my hardcore survival world, but today I'm going to show you guys step by step how to build this alongside with me. So let's start off with the foundation. So the foundation is extremely straightforward. We're going to be doing calcite and diorite. You don't have to use diorite. We're just going to use diorite because it's a good mixing block right here between the two. They both kind of have like the same shading. So we're going to start with a 7 block. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do a 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Go in by 1. Then we're turning around. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. You're going to be doing that all the way around. So we're going to complete this going all the way around. Pretty straightforward. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's got a nice center to it. All these basically have a nice center to it. It's going to make your build in the end a lot more easier to build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Wait, let's just put a little bit more of that in there. Whoops. There it is. Okay, perfect. So this is what you're going to start off with for your foundation. Pretty straightforward. 7, 3, 1. All the way around. Okay, so now we're going to be placing down where our pillars are going to be going. So these two front pillars are going to be going in by 1, and then we're going to be placing a pillar right in here. Just like that. And we're going to copy that all the way around. So we're going to go 1, skip 1. And this is going to be the dark oak. Right here is all the resources that you will need for the whole project. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this going all the way around. This is not that expensive when it comes to resources. So this is your next step right here. From this, we are going to be going up 3 blocks for these platforms right here. So right here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to mix in the diorite. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't like diorite. I actually really do enjoy it. So we're going to be going all the way across like that. And we're going to do that on all 4 sides. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to be building up our other walls. So our other walls aren't going to be as high as these front-facing walls. We want to create as much depth and variation in height as we possibly can as we build this whole build up. So you're going to be seeing me kind of mess around with a lot of like stairs, a lot of different heights, just to kind of give our build a little bit more dimension and make it a little bit more dynamic looking. 3. And I'll build it alongside with you guys so you guys can actually see where we're at. So we've got this. You see how that diorite basically kind of just mix in really well with the calcite? Kind of gives it a little bit more of a look to it, you know what I mean? A little bit more weathered. So these blocks, just for now, we're going to be building these guys up by 2. 1, 2. Because there's other things that are just going to go on in between here where we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We just kind of want to go up just a little bit here. It's just going to make our job way easier in the long run. So just by 2 over here. Up. Okay. Come across here. All right, cool. Almost done. I forgot. We still got this one over here. This is my first time doing this, but I know that a lot of you guys are always asking me for build tutorials and stuff like that. You guys can check out my other videos and kind of see exactly where I come from. I do a lot of building, basically. So these guys going to go all the way up. All the way up to there. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go all the way around. If you just go all the way around and you just kind of just focus on one thing at a time, you won't get yourself, you won't get lost, basically. So that should be like that all the way around, right? These guys are going to go up to the top here, so only by 2. And then we're going to start working in the actual pillar. which is going to be our dark oak stairs. And we're going to be mixing in some dark oak trap doors. So we got these guys already set up. So this is pretty straightforward. We're going to be coming in here. We're going to do this, that, boom. Kind of come in like this guy. And this is going to kind of create a little bit of a shape for us. This guy you could replace with a slab if that wasn't really something that you wanted to do. You could do this. Just for symmetry's sake, we're going to do that. And we're going to do the exact same thing down here. So this guy will come in like this. This guy will come in like this. And now we're kind of building out a little bit of a foundation here. If we wanted to really work out an arch, we could do this. But we're not going to do that for these upper ones. We're going to be just doing that for these guys down here. Gives a little bit more of a foundation. So that's exactly what you're going to be doing on all four sides. When you guys are done that, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so once you've gotten it to this point, where you've got the entire foundation built out to here, we are then going to take our slabs and we're going to carry them across. So we're kind of creating a little bit of a border around our foundation. We're going to keep it going all the way around. Just like this. We're going to do the exact same thing on every single side. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We're not going to be placing any of our details just yet. I think it's way easier just to kind of work on the shape of the build and the color of the build, and then add in all of your details and stuff like that as you go. So this is what you should be looking at. Basically a trim that's going all the way around. Sweet. Okay, so from here, we're going to be taking this block right here, and we're going to be building up 7. So this is the block that we don't want to be using. We're going to be back here, okay? So we're going to be actually going in a block. So these blocks right here, all the way around. You can put some pressure plates on here, but I think we're going to be putting the trapdoors on there later. So we're going to go up by 7 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to be start building out the framework of what we got going on here. So like that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, whoops. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The whole way around. So we're starting to get more and more of that shape as we go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then after this, we're going to do the exact same thing with our blossom wood. And we're going to... so I've got 2 different kinds of blossom wood here. You're obviously going to need a lot more of just the strip cherry logs, but we're going to be using these guys a little bit later on. So we're just going to put ourselves a temporary block right here. It doesn't matter what it is. Right? And we're going to be going all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. This is in the wrong spot. We're going to be bringing this guy out here. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to bring this guy all the way up to the exact same location as that. So you're going to be doing that guy all the way around, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, we now officially have everything up to the next step with the blossom wood going all the way around here. Right? So what we're going to be doing from here is we're going to take these pillars right here, and we're going to go up the exact same way. So we're going to go all the way up this this dark oak pillar, and we are going to go all the way up. And we're basically going to copy that on all 4 sides again. Okay, so now that you've got everything built up to this point right here, right now is where we're going to be placing in a little bit of our decorative blocks. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to be placing a composter right here. And we're going to do that the entirety of the way around here. Just a little bit of a different color to kind of mix in here to add a little bit of variation to the whole build. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to build this guy up by 2. Like that. We're going to come in behind here and we are going to do that. Now, if you guys plan to do a little bit of a basement, I would probably just bring this guy in. And if you really wanted to, you can bring it all the way down too. That'll make your life a little bit easier on the inside. You could probably do that with this as well if you really wanted to. But that's just kind of like thinking ahead. If that's what you want to be doing in the future, probably going to, if you're going to be utilizing this space. But to make things a little bit easier for us to build up, we're going to be just taking one layer at a time. And it's not like we're going to be doing the interior of this build. Unless that is something that you guys want to see. If you guys want to see me do interiors and show you guys how I would do an interior of a house like this, let me know. Just let me know inside the comments section below. And we can definitely work that out. So we're going to be going all the way around here. So this whole like build series is something that I do want to kind of test out for the channel. I get asked so frequently how to build things in my world that I have built in like my other hardcore world or whatever other worlds that I'm in. I think that I have a little bit of a different build style and a completely different way of building up builds. I try to make it as basic as possible. So now that we've got it all the way up to this point right here, if you guys really want to, you can add in your leaves and your azalea right now. So it's just a little bit of detail, but it's all starting to come together. Add a little bit of variation. Don't add all like flowers or whatever it may be. Just a little bit of difference on each side. Just like that. So I think that's a pretty good foundation. We're going to start working a little bit on this balcony bit right here. So the balcony is pretty straightforward. We're going to be doing that right here. And we're going to be popping this guy up like that. If this thing bothers you, you can always just replace that with like a full block. That's also going to be fine. Most of you guys are probably going to want to do that. But for sake of just making things a little bit easier to understand, that way we're not cycling through so many blocks. Sometimes I like to just kind of build things up and then like refine them afterwards as a builder. Because builder's inventory is an actual struggle. If you know, you know. Because, oh my gosh. Sometimes I end up with so many different blocks in my inventory. It's incredibly hard to keep up, and it's extremely easy to kind of get overwhelmed and lost. So we're going to be placing this guy in here. So I kind of like to chip away and kind of like go about building in layers. Just like that. Okay. So if you can choose whatever floor block that you want to utilize on the inside, that's 100% up to you. For me, I'm going to be using birch. I think it goes really well with the with all the colors that we've chosen here. So you're going to fill in basically this whole thing, right? We're going to come out here, bring it all out like this. Boom. You're going to do that all the way around, and you can even fill in the inside here. So once I'm done that, I'll see you guys here in just a second. And just one more time, in case you guys didn't catch it, we're going out 2 blocks, going all the way out to this point. And we're coming in here and just kind of filling it all in. Just in case you guys didn't catch that bit. And then you're just going to fill in the inside. Okay, now that we've got this entire floor filled in, one extremely important thing to know is this is a build tutorial on how to build a house, not a mob farm. So we're going to make sure that we light up the inside here. Otherwise, you guys are going to have a good time and you're probably going to get blown up. And nothing sucks more than basically having to rebuild a build because a creeper came by and blew it all up. So yeah, just a quick heads up on that. But anyways, let's head on into the next section of this. If it really bothers you, you guys can do this as well. But honestly, I kind of like the calcite coming in like that. Because we can easily figure out something else there. So what am I doing? We're going to be taking... where is my blossom wood, dude? Okay. So, like I said, we're working on this right here. Dark oak trapdoors are going to be going along here. So we're going to line up the dark oak trapdoors with the actual walls. Or walls, I mean the stairs here. So we're going to be going up like that. It almost looks like it's holding it in place. From there, we're going to come down inside of here. We're going to be placing these guys in here. And then we're just going to kind of fill in this. So we want to make sure that everything looks like it's all dark oak. Then we're going to be coming in with our birch. And we're going to be placing it all the way around here. Just for like a little bit of a variation. Right? See how that's all coming together right there? And then, to make our life a little bit easier, you don't have to flip all these up. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what it would look like. We're going to come around here and we're just going to kind of do this. And we're going to place our our bamboo trapdoors all the way around. Just like that. And then we're going to create a little bit of a railing. Like that. And we can close all this. And that is one balcony. That we're going to do 3 more times. All the way around. I'll see you guys then. Okay, so now that we've got all the balconies in place, we're going to move on to the next step. So we're going to be quickly placing in these blossom trapdoors right in here in the corners. We're going to do that all the way around. These are just temporary blocks in here. So that's basically going to connect up the build. After this, we're going to start tackling how we're going to be doing our roof. The roof is a pretty basic shape. It could be a little bit more intricate because we're going to be adding a few other layers to it. But we'll go by it step by step, one step at a time. Okay. So you got that. So if we want to do our roof here, we're going to be putting some blocks right there. Underneath these blocks, we're going to be placing a trap door. In front of these blocks, we're going to be placing a stair. And then on top of here, we're going to be placing a full block. Just like that. So underneath these full blocks and even on the side, we're going to be placing those just in like that. We're going to come up by 2 blocks on each side. Place our gates or our fences on the inside here too. Go up again. Do this. From here, 2 full blocks. And then we're going to be placing a stair. Like that. Okay? So that's exactly what you need to do. You're going to be implementing this exact same design on all 4 sides. When you're done that, we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, so once you've gotten it to this stage where you have the exact same thing replicated on all 4 sides, we're going to come on the inside of here. And right behind these fences, we're going to be placing blossom wood. So that's going to give us that nice little pink behind there. So we're going to be doing that all the way across. Every single one of these guys. Doesn't have to be full logs. But I assume that you don't want to see these rings from the underside of these. Oops. Okay. So there's that. From here, we're going to be placing a full block right here. Just like that. Going all the way around. Whoops. Okay, one more. Like that. And then we're just going to connect this guy on over. Just like that. Pretty straightforward. So come across, do that. Come across. So it's just pretty easy. You just need one temporary block here in the center here. Come in like, whoops, like that. Like that. Okay, so before we even work on the inside here, because things are going to be a little bit more intricate, let's do a little bit more of our roof design here. So we're going to start off by doing a trapdoor right here. Then we're going to throw in a stair block like that. So we got 2 stairs like this, and then we're going to come in like that. Sorry, like that. Right? And then you're also going to place another trapdoor just so it's on the bottom part of this stair right here. So it kind of hooks down. Okay. And then you're going to throw in another stair like that. You're going to do that on all 4 sides. And that's going to give you like a really cool look on the top of your roof here. Okay, so once you've gotten this on all 4 of your sides, we're actually going to come back here and we're going to replace these slabs in a little bit of a different orientation from what I originally showed you. Sorry. So we're going to come in like that. A nice little square bit. So not like this. We're going to come in like this. So that's going to kind of help set us up for the next portion of our roof. We could take a little bit of a different direction. So once we got into this part right here, now we're going to be on the fun part, the actual roof. So we're going to come in here like this, and we're going to do that. And that's all we're going to focus on. We're just going to do that all the way around, and then we'll move on to the next layer because things can be kind of intricate from here on out. Okay, now that you've gotten this layer done here, we're going to quickly remove these guys. Pop that guy in there. We're going to come back 2 blocks, add another one, and we're kind of just going to zigzag our way through here. Boop, boop. But we want to make sure that we have the 2 blocks right there. And then you can do that on all layers here. So 2 blocks back, then you're going to pop one in there. We'll get rid of that block. This guy will come in by 2. Pop this guy in here. This guy will kind of zigzag in here. Oh, everything's all fudged up. There it is. Just like that. Except you're going to want to pop that in there. Sorry. Just like that. Pretty straightforward, and we're going to do that on all of our sides. Okay, so now that we've gotten it to this point, we're actually going to start adding a little bit more volume. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way back here, just like that. And then we're going to connect it all the way through here. So you might need like a temporary block just to kind of pop these guys up. And the only reason why I say use a temporary block is because on the inside here, it actually looks kind of nice. You could turn that actually into your ceiling. So we're going to just do this all the way across. So like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come in a block. 2 temporary blocks in here, and we're going to come in like that. So you're going to repeat that process over on the other 2. Okay, so we now got it to this point right here, all the way around. We are going to do the same thing with this guy. This guy's just going to come back the full 4 blocks like that. We can do that on all sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around. You'll be up here anyways. Doing roofs and stuff like that, like this, is a way easier to do. When you're actually up here, you can just kind of take it up 1 layer at a time. Whoops. Just like that. Okay, so from here, we're actually going to come across like this. See that? And this is going to be a whole nother section of the build. So we'll do that on this side again. Right here in the corner, just tuck it in. And then build it up to a full block. So it looks like it's kind of like tucked in back here. Right? So we go do. Like that. Giving it a whole nother shape and another dimension to work with here. Just like that. So we'll get rid of this. I'm just going to use the full wood. And we are going to go all the way across like that. And we're just going to kind of place these guys in here. Like so. We're going to carry it all the way across. 1, 2, 3. Doot. Just like that. Then we're going to go up by an additional 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. This is going to come up to around this point right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this guy's going to come up an additional block. Okay. Just like that. Just so it's like even with that whole line going across here. Right? So we're going to do that. Come across. That guy will come up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up. Right? These guys go up by 4. Or you can just like line it up with this section of the roof. Just like that. And then we're going to get our fences out. And we're going to be placing our fences on the inside here. And on the inside right here as well. That's going to create a very unique kind of shape and give it a little bit more definition. It's also going to tone back a little bit of the pink, and it's going to help balance your build because there's a lot of pink and a lot of red going on up here. So just having like a little bit of this in here is really going to be very beneficial. Just like that. I'll let you guys do that all the way around. Okay, now that you've got all the fences going all the way around, we're going to start working on a little bit more of the intricacies of this build. So we're going to grab our slabs. We're going to try to get the slab right here in the middle. This is a reason why we had the stair right here, right? We're going to be placing our gates. So we're going to have 2 gates, right, like that. Or actually, no, sorry. This is actually going to be a full block. And then we're going to go back into a slab. Okay, so full block, slab, slab. Just like that. So we'll go across like this, full block. I'm just going to use slabs because I don't want to be constantly switching out my inventory. And then that guy will come up. So we've got the whole deal like this now. Now we're going to be putting the gate. And we're going to connect that up with a slab. Hello? A slab. Just like that. So gate. If I can get my character to cooperate. I typically do this in survival. I am not used to doing anything in creative, so bear with me. Hopefully this is a build tutorial that actually helps you guys out. I will get better at doing these and I won't be making as many mistakes here in the future, but if you guys do like this, please give it a little bit of a like. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more of these, because I definitely want to be creating more of a build series from here on out. So this is where we're at for here. Now we're going to be putting stairs on top of these blossom pillars all the way across. This is going to kind of help like tie the build in a little bit. Okay. And then we are going to put you could put that there. Put another little stair in here. You can go with a slab as well. It looks like I completely forgot to do this side, so, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. And then slab. You'll notice that a lot of the time when I do build, a good habit to have is just kind of going up layer per layer, doing the one thing at a time. I'm a builder who doesn't use Lightmatica, never have. I'm not really used to doing that kind of stuff. So I kind of do my own light Matica in my head. We're going to be putting slabs on there. So the way that like light Matica works is it's basically a build program where you can like load schematics that will tell you a step-by-step, layer per layer of every single build that you want to build if the builder has like uploaded that. I basically build layer per layer without light Matica. Just kind of like how I've taught my brain. We're going to go across like this. So we're going to come across like that. Nice and on a nice diagonal. Just like that. I don't know, I'll give you guys an overhead view if you need to see that. Or if you want to see it from over here. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do from here is I'm basically going to be putting in a ring of mushrooms. So we're going to come across and we're just going to put a ring of mushrooms going all the way around here. Because we want to break up a lot of this this dark oak with a little bit of the mushroom blocks. It's going to be kind of peeking through here. It's going to give us that nice little red that we're looking for. Just like that. Bam. From here, we're going to be kind of putting our slabs on top of these blocks right here, which is right over top of our blossoms, right? It's going to kind of like look like it's holding the roof in place, just like that. Then we're going to be placing them on the inside here as well. Like that. It kind of helps break it up a bit. We're going to come in here and we're going to be bringing these guys out by one more block. Gotta replace that deal. Like that. And we need to give ourselves a little bit of something to build off of. So a lot of this really depends on how you want the inside of your ceiling to look. If you want more of it to look like mushrooms, you could just go for another like thick looking ring going all the way around here. But you're going to want to be a little bit more conscientious on how your roof is going to look. So we'll just go for mushrooms just for the sake of like looking at them like this. Okay. So we're going to grab this and we're going to be kind of breaking this up a bit. So we're going to be putting in our trap doors right here, just to kind of have a little bit more of this peeking out. And you guys are going to see why the mushrooms don't really matter at a certain stage, because we're going to be actually covering a lot of these mushrooms up. So we're going to come in like that. Just like that. We're going to be putting our slabs right here in the corners. Just like that. Oh my gosh, hope I don't get copyright striked. Didn't even think about that, dude. Hello? Okay, so we got that going on. We could go with like a nice stair to kind of break that up. So we're going to do a stair right here, right beside the trap doors. See? So we're starting to cover more and more of the mushroom blocks up. That's why it really doesn't matter. Ultimately, depends on what your interior is going to look like. If you want it to all look like mushroom, go for it. If not, there's a lot of ways you could change that. And if you guys, like I said, want to see me do the interior to this build, just give it a like and let me know in the comment section. So these corners right here, we're going to be putting our blossom wood like that. And then we're going to go up by 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Just like that. 2, 3. Whoops. And just like that. We are going to grab our gates again. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Just to kind of break up that pink, because it can be quite a bit. Just like that. And we'll even connect this guy going all the way across. Oops. Just so we can have that little bit of a pink kind of popping out of there. You can go as high if you as high as you would like with that as well. We're gonna kind of keep ours a little bit more mellow. So we're gonna be taking out our slabs here, and we are gonna be placing our slabs like this, right on the edge, all the way around like that. Then we'll place a full block. Hold on. I'll let you guys do that. Okay. Because doing this part of the roof can be a little bit more intricate. So we'll actually bring this in a little bit more. Sorry. So we'll just bring this guy in. Just like that. Then once we get to this point, it's going to be it could be like a full block. That'd be a little bit too much for us. We're just going to go with a slab, depending on how much of an incline you want to do with this. But we're going to try to replicate a little bit of a dome. So we'll come across like that. We're going to come in like that. And we're just going to do a slight taper on up like that. And you're going to continue that on all four sides. Okay, now that you've got this design going all the way across, we're going to start filling it in with some mushrooms. So we're just going to be placing our mushroom blocks on top of all of our pillars like that. And then on the inside here, you're probably going to have to create like a little bit of a temporary block here. But I'm just going to kind of do that. So you're going to come across like that. So if you really want, you can just kind of do this. That way you can kind of just carry the mushroom blocks all the way across. Just like straight like this. And then you can get rid of all these temporary blocks. Just like that. Then we're going to be moving our way in here. You could just, I guess you could just leave the temporary blocks on the inside here, even though I'm going to put them back. We're going to be putting this guy on the inside here. Like that. Going to be creating a little bit of a miniature dome. So we're going to come on the inside here. Bring this thing out a little bit. We're going to start building up our next layer. We're just going to go all the way across. Another little bit of a straight line. Just like that. We're going to go in another block. You could just stop it right here if this is your desired look and you just wanted to kind of have something a little bit like that. But I'm going to kind of bring mine up just a little bit more. Just to kind of give it that little bit of a polish here. Just like that. So it kind of comes up to like a full-on dome. So we're going to take our trap doors. We're actually going to clean up a little bit of this though. So on the inside here, they've got some little bit of an exposed mushroom block. So we're going to be creating a little bit of a taper on inside. This was going to help with the transition. So we're going to kind of do that going all the way across. Trapdoors are absolutely amazing for this. Just like that. You could do that on the inside here too if you really wanted to. If that was something that bothered you, seeing those mushrooms from the inside. If not, you can just kind of keep it like this. I think they look good either way. But I'm going to leave that 100% up to you guys. Maybe we'll just do this just for like the sake of the video. A lot of this really depends on how you're going to be doing the interior of your build and how you want to go about it. Another little thing that I like to do here as well is I'm going to be placing in a little bit of lighting because lighting can be extremely tough to kind of nail down. So if I wanted to kind of like just like kind of like map this out a little bit here, and let's say I wanted to do something kind of like, we'll build ourselves a miniature chandelier. Okay. So we'll go with like 1, 2 block. We're gonna go in with like another little like one. We're gonna be putting these guys here in the corners. If I can find the corner. There it is. Okay. This will kind of help like light this up a little bit. It's just like a small little chandelier. You can even do that down in here. So with these guys, we'll just stagger them. So this one will be like that. Just so they're not the exact same. They're kind of like chimes in a way. You can think of them like that. And they will also bring a lot of light to your build. So lighting is it's a little bit of an art form on its own. There's so much to learn when it comes to lighting. So we go like this, that. Right. So this, that, and this. Okay, so that should be enough lighting to light up our whole ceiling here. There was a little bit of a spot down here. So like right here to kind of like light up the base or foundation of your build. Right, just like that. So that's a little bit of lighting. You can kind of see it from down here as well. If you wanted to as well, you can kind of do that on the inside here. Or you can even place down your trap doors if you wanted to just kind of like, not that, that's not a trap door. If you wanted to create more of like a little bit of a transition on the inside here. You will need lights here regardless. That's up to you though, however you want to implement those lights. You could bring that down a little bit more too. It's just up to you. Depends on how you want to do that. I think the dark oak slabs look or the dark oak trap doors look a little bit better in this little spot right here to kind of like help like line that up for you, just to kind of clean it up a bit. We also have cauldrons. Cauldrons are great just to kind of add a little bit more down below. So if we wanted to, we can add a cauldron right here, cauldron right there. And we can add our azalea leaves down below here. So now we're kind of like bringing the azalea leaves, making a little bit of a connection if we want. So we can kind of do this, pop this in here. Oops, that's not a bush. You can work in a lot more detail too if you want. If you want to make this thing a little bit more rustic, you can go ahead and do that. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So azalea leaves would probably be a good way to do this if you wanted to kind of balance this out. But if you wanted to kind of like, you know, take some leaves, bring them down your build and just kind of make it look like it's like kind of like folding all the way down your build and stuff like that, you can do like really cool stuff like this. Let's see what the blossom, what is it called? Cherry? If maybe cherry would look really nice. This might be a little bit too much pink. So let's like bring this guy down like this. Like that. Just like little ways to basically decorate. Maybe the cherry doesn't look so bad actually. If you want to go with a little bit more of the green vibe to kind of balance it out a bit more, you can do that. If you want to go full on pink, go ahead and do that. But remember, there's always a little bit of a mob spawner on the inside here too. So we're just going to kind of like throw this guy in here. And then however you guys want to do your interior, you can do so. But hey, let me know if this has helped you guys build this this build. Let me know how much you guys like this build. And if you guys want any more trick tips moving forward, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next build tutorial.